I have a very important message to share with you over the next few minutes. Now, this by no means is a sexy topic, but it is something that must be discussed. When is the last time you made sure you had all the proper legal pages on your website? Chances are, if you're like me, never. See, I used to think it didn't matter until I noticed that the big networks that I work with was requiring it. Places like Google, Facebook, ClickBank, and even more. Keep listening. This gets good. Here you can see the policies for Google AdWords and Google AdSense. Now these are both talking about not only privacy policies, but things like personal information of your users and how you plan on using that. Here's ClickBank's talking again about privacy policies, and then also hinting at something that's very scary to a lot of marketers out there, which is the FTC. I'm going to explain more about that in just a minute. Here's Facebook fan pages talking about how you clearly must state what you're doing with data that you're collecting with the Facebook users in its ecosystem. What about Facebook applications? Look at this. This is only a snippet of the page that is much, much longer, talking about what you need to do and how you need to state what you're doing with user data and how you're storing that. On top of that, I dug even deeper and found that it was actually an FTC unwritten rule. Now, here's what I found on their website. As you can see, once again, it's talking about things like privacy policies, disclaimers, refund policies, all the things that a normal website owner might take for granted. So, I'm sure you're starting to see that this is a pretty big deal. But no worries. I have a simple solution that you can install and set up in less than 5 minutes on all your websites. Instead of talking more about it, let me show you. Hey there and welcome. I want to walk you through getting the tool uploaded and going through all the settings. So this video should probably be less than 10 minutes. Not much to it, so let's go ahead and get started. In my demo site here, I went to plugins, add new. You look on the left hand side here, and then we're going to go to upload and choose a file. Probably have this blurred out, but let me just quickly pull this up. It's going to take just a second. Got to kind of dig through. Alright. Here we go. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now install now. If all goes well, plugin installed successfully activated. And it'll redirect us back to this page. Scroll down, and you see that it is all good. Version 3.0. Okay, so now you'll notice I've got a lot of plugins installed, and it's just to really show you, like, through all the noise, kind of how you would find what it is you're looking for. We're looking for, obviously, legal pages right there. Now you have to agree to the terms before the button shows up, and then accept. And then you are redirected here, and here's where you fill in basic information. I've gone ahead and filled in all that, so let's just put in street address 1234. And then city, state, zip code, country, you could put like USA, that's where you are. Then that's it. You can go further and do address all in one line. For some of the advanced forms, it puts it all into one line. You don't necessarily need to. Email, and then if you want to niche, and then obviously the exclude option is to exclude it from navigation. So you would just simply put the page ID, comma, after each one. So let's say 39, comma, whatever, for the page, and then it would exclude that. Now, to display it, you could just do this copy and paste here with this little code snippet, and that would get it to display. Very simple. Let's click Save these options here, settings saved, and then let's go ahead and click through to now create. Alright, there's a lot going on here, so you can come by the top and go and search by like business website. We have them grouped, so if I were to do that, take a look. You see, look what I have. I have all those templates and pages that deal with a business website. So we can do a forced terms page, which is where there's a pop-up or a light box and it locks the page down. They have to agree to what's in the terms before the page unlocks. ClickBank does this when they upgrade their terms of service. A lot of companies and corporations do this. I think it's a really cool feature, and it's really easy to implement. So if we were to do, business website with products, then that pulls in some other things, other variables like refund policy, things like that. So it goes all the way down the line. You can kind of play around with that if you want. Now, let's flip it over to visual. We could mess around with that, make sure that's centered. A lot of times this beginning part, this is a very strict TOS. This beginning part says that you can't view the site unless you're 18 years or older. I get rid of a lot of that beginning part and then just click publish. And then it published it. So you see that all went good. And then so we could keep going through the line and publishing pages. We can do it that route, or you notice on the left-hand side now there's more options. So look at what we can do now. Okay, so legal pages, that's all the settings we just did. Create page, that's just where we were. Okay, and here's an overview of all the policy pages and templates that we have in there. Latest one added is the FB policy that is specifically for Facebook. So if you have an application or anything like that, that's what that's used for. So take a look there. That's what that is. And then if you wanted to create or edit a template, you can do so. There's a lot of them sitting in here, but let me kind of explain what this is. Basically what you can do is you can take a short code of an existing page, copy that, and pop it into a new template, or you can paste in your HTML from your legal form. You can do whatever you want, really. It just brings this all together, gives you a little editor, and then you can save that page and go from there. From here too, the available templates, we can go through here, edit and delete all of those. And then lastly, I want to show you the pop-up options. Pop-up options are pretty cool. It's very easy. So you basically, it gives you a note here. You can use available template shortcodes inside the pop-up to display legal pages on the pop-up. Checkbox to agree for the legal pages is added at the end of every pop-up, forcing the user to agree to the legal contents to view the page. So we've got all of these. We could, pick one and grab the shortcode and paste it in here. We can name this force TOS, whatever, update, whatever we wanted to do. Let's just go ahead and walk through the motion. So that's terms of service. Paste that in there. Let's just put TOS and then save that. So now you would just grab this shortcode here, paste it into a page, and then that would activate the pop-up to happen on that page. So you could put whatever you wanted on that page. It would just, this would be a reference to trigger that pop-up, and it would have all that content inside of the pop-up. So very easy, especially with these shortcodes, makes it very simple to use. So that's how you would enable a pop-up. And then from there, let's take a look at pages. And we'll see, let's take a look at a couple of these just to kind of show you. I think these are the cool. So with this theme, this is what it would look like for the first one. And then here's the TOS. So that's what that would look like for that. You see all the mailing address information and all that we filled in the beginning is pulled in there, email address, all of that, so that people can get a hold of you properly. So let's go back here. That's all the pages that we have created. Very simple to use. After you've created the pages, you can go ahead and uninstall the plugin if you like, deactivate it so that it's not taking up resources and filling up your plugins with another one. So now that you've seen an inside look at the tool, how easy it is to get it set up, you see the importance of having pages like a privacy policy, a terms of use, a disclaimer, refund policies, and obviously all the way up the line to specialized pages that you may need for your websites in different niches or markets. If you continue to scroll down this page, you'll see all the different feature highlights. There's a library of templates that have been added into this and are constantly being added to. All have been created from an internet attorney. Now, as with anything, I do have to disclaim that I am not an attorney and these forms do not make you bulletproof. I would absolutely make sure that you get everything that you may have questions on answered from a proper attorney. So there will be a special buy now price with the big button at the bottom of the page, and that will get you unlimited licensing on unlimited domains. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope to see you inside the members area.